Recording here.
There we go. Yeah.
On the headphones?
Yeah, there we go right there.
Check. All right, let me see. Start recording video. Start streaming. And we back on. We back.
And we back.
One quick minute here to get in. And according to that, we are streaming live on Twitch, baby. We back to Twitch tonight because we run into some issues. We were trying to figure this new idea on the IG live, and took a risk, tried to do it all today. Fortunately, it didn't work out as good as we did. It was on there. It broadcasted. It just was a little off. The audio wasn't there, and also it was very laggy. So usually what we do is record at the same time the actual video as well, so I can edit it and put it on YouTube. And even that version of it was laggy and a little messed up. So technical difficulties, that turbulence, man. You can't fly sometimes without avoiding it, So, but don't worry. Your captain will always get you on time. It looks like there's maybe a little bit of lag on somewhere. Now? Check.
I think we good.
Yeah, it looks good. So, what's up, son? Happy Thanksgiving. It's been a couple days now. We're full of food. That's the whole another part of this whole situation.
Full of the itis. Man. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out here on Twitch. And everybody who's just watching this period.
Yes. Thank you very much. We appreciate everybody who's been telling us that we had a good show last week. That was pretty dope. We were on live on there, and then we recorded a video. That should be dropping soon if it hasn't dropped by the time you've seen this.
Right.
But it was a fun episode, and we had a lot of interaction, and that just got us so hyped. So that's why we were trying to go up to the next level in the IG world. But there was just some technical difficulties we couldn't get past, and now we're here ready to do another one. Even with the Itis, we're still here, man, because we're committed. We're trying to do this. So, hey. That's the podcast life.
That turkey itis was real. Even though I didn't eat turkey, it's just turkey day, but
Yeah, no turkey? You didn't have none?
Nah, man.
What'd you do? What'd you have?
I'm not really big on a turkey like that. I mean, y'all could slay me in here if y'all want to. Turkey's cool, It's not always juicy like that, like how people make it seem and everything. Like, it's cool.
Yeah.
So
what'd you do instead?
Ham.
Definitely
had that.
Classic.
Ham. Had some roasts, 2 different roasts. I made a special lemon pepper, and then I did one with my special dry rub. Just a little woo-wop. Some chicken, signature style, special style. I can't tell y'all what it was, but it's lots of blends and splices in that thing. Yams, greens. Shouts out to the fiance bringing the greens over for me.
Greens are so good.
Mac and cheese, of course.
Nice. Can't go wrong with that.
There was an NFL player that said mac and cheese is not a big deal. It's just mac and
what?
cheese. Something's wrong with that man.
Oh, man. He didn't have no good mac and cheese growing up then.
That's what it was.
And people are getting better at it. There's all these different kinds of recipes that people follow.
You got people doing bacon dishes with it.
And hella good stuff. Some good mac and cheese.
I've even seen a chili mac.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Believe it or not, a homemade chili mac. And it looked, I was about to say it was fire. It looked fire.
Yeah.
Because I watch a lot of different videos on YouTube, like little cooking videos, and, especially like Korean videos to see what they be doing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just see how different they do it.
Yeah, their street stuff
Ooh,
be
that's
amazing.
That's smart.
Man. Like, some of their street stuff be amazing. So I kind of like steal some of their ideas and then incorporate it like an Americanized way sometimes.
That's what's up. That's smart, though.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own little
spin
add-on. Yeah.
Every culture has their own little spin to something.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's tight. That's what I like about it. Like,
it's cool to see the people that really get down, though, get down. Like, I have a roommate who cooks, and she was cooking a turkey in our Traeger. Like, damn.
I saw it.
And that shit looked good. And everything else she made, I'm sure, was delicious, too. And then my mom made her first turkey this year, and it was pretty good. It was like a traditional turkey. I was like, man, this reminds me of Thanksgiving, this turkey.
She did like
how I just said, like, everyone has their own twist now and everything's good. Like, there's people who make it so good. And it's different. But my mom just went super traditional. It was her first one, and it tasted like, I was like, man, this is like where it all started almost. Right. So people liked it last night. There was another one that was there at my tia's house, because we go to my tia's, we all get together, and we party all night, bro. Me, my mom, and my cousin were the last three standing till 5:30 in the morning, singing karaoke like Rick James and shit. That shit was fun. My mom's always fucking drinking and partying. It's my whole family does, man. Like all my tias and shit, they all hang out. But we were just, that was our goal for the day, to just have a good day, you know, have a good time. Because before that, we even saw the Raider game. Shout out to the Raiders, baby. We beat them Cowboys. We beat them boys in overtime. That shit was cool. Then there was also the Bears game. They beat the Lions pretty bad.
Who needs to stop playing on Thanksgiving? Shouts out to Detroit. Y'all need to stop holding Thanksgiving down, because that is not yours no more.
No, yeah. Give it away. Give it to someone else.
We need to look up the origins of,
why they do it?
The Thanksgiving Bowl.
Right. I thought it was always like Cowboys versus the Redskins, Washington team now. But maybe because of the change, they're like, all right, we can put someone else. Or was it just happened to be the Raiders' chance? Or did they pick them? You know what I mean? We need to look into that.
Maybe we need to look into
that. Yeah. I bet you our producer knows that.
Definitely.
He knows it. He knows the answer.
Definitely does.
But it was cool. It was cool seeing that game. I was at my uncle's for that. And then we went to my other tias for the party. And it was cool, man. It was cool to be together with cousins and chilling. All the kids are getting older. Because this was kind of like the biggest thing we've done in a while. Right. And just with the whole with the whole pandemic shit, yeah.
Now we post-pandemic.
Yeah. Yeah, we're post, kind of. We're still dealing with it, but
we PP.
At least everyone's getting together safely.
It is, huh? Yeah.
But you're right about that, Itis. Because I ate so much food, bro, especially staying up till 5:30. Then the next day I slept pretty good amount, and then went back for round 2. Because what we do is we make out of the leftover turkey.
P. Millie said we sound much better. Thank you.
Nice. Hell yeah. Thanks, P. Millies. Thanks for checking.
Shouts out to P. Millies.
Shout out to P. Millies. Always a shout out to P. Millies.
Always.
For always and ever.
One of the best drink makers in the world.
Hey, bartender.
Yeah, man. But
So the day after we do turkey flautas, I just meant to say that. The little rolled up tacos, little taquitos, but with the leftover turkey, and then boom, everyone's round 2 drinking some more and all that, chilling. Didn't go as hard that time, obviously, and then came home safely. And I knew today we had to get down to business. Right. We've been doing this since like a whole couple hours now. Like I said, unfortunately, our first take was around
6. Yeah, we started around 6:30.
Yeah, not too bad.
We had to just, we had some technical difficulties,
But we here, baby. We still here. We're doing it.
Actually recorded an episode for y'all, but
yes, sir.
Things went wrong. We were trying some new things, like Callie said earlier. But trust and believe, y'all gonna get to see those new things eventually. The new camera work.
When it works.
When it works, and when it allows us to get back into passwords and accounts and everything. It did some weird kicking us out and stuff, but we good. We got
close. We got close.
Close, like we said.
It was exciting, man. I'm like, dude, we're about to change the game right now.
Like we said.
So hey, all right, we'll just keep it old fashioned for now. Because if we start saying excuses, we're gonna be putting this to the side, and hell no, man, we're here, baby. I feel so rejuvenated by.
She's saying I'm low though. I guess we got to turn me up a little bit.
Well, she's getting the audio from here, so you're far away from it. So they're not getting this audio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, the Twitch audio is going to be a little off. But as long as the video's cool, then, yeah. And then he's just further from the laptop. So, maybe if I can try to get us closer.
I think we all right.
I think the mic's on this side. But, yeah. Yeah, son. So, that's Thanksgiving. Fuck.
Anything new with moms and anything?
No, not really.
Oh, wait, y'all. So in the beginning of the... Not even in the beginning. In the first episode that we recorded for y'all, that's not showing, Callie got me a Christmas gift that ended up getting here a little bit early.
Yeah, and I couldn't hold on to that.
First thing I noticed was... I already knew it was Kanye. Y'all see that? Everybody see this.
There it is.
So I open it. It's a cool Christmas gift that ended up coming a little bit earlier, he said. And he said he couldn't hold on to it. His hands was getting a little hot. He was getting a little hotter.
It was. As soon as I got it, I didn't think I was gonna get it that quick. I got it like in less than a week, and then I played with one by on myself because I have one as well. But I had to get my boy one. That's when I was like, oh hell yeah!
Right.
You got it on?
Can you hear it? I can't hear it.
It doesn't.
There we go. So he got me this gift. What is it called again?
It's called the Stem Player by Kanye West
The
and his
Stem
team.
Player by Kanye West.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty dope. So I guess you can just upload music straight to this little device right here, and just be on the go with it. Has a nice little volume setting that you can go in reverse mode. You can rewind, fast forward, do chopped and screwed. What else you say is on here?
Yeah, you can add effects to it. You can remove. So the main part of it is you can remove the vocals and just have the instrumental. So like if you take this off.
Yeah, go ahead and show them. Go ahead and show them what it do. Show it to the camera.
Oh my bad.
You can show it to your camera.
I was trying to edit your shit because it was lagging.
Oh, you hear that bass in the background?
Yeah. So if you look, all you hear is the bass right now and the synths. And if I was to raise this back up, that brings us vocals. There goes the drum kit. So if I want to just do the drum and bass, remove the instrument or the sample, I guess you could say, the synth. Bring back the vocal. So many different things. Right. And I mean, really, if you got one, then it's fun to play with for a minute, because then you start figuring out how to actually use it. Like you saw me, I was just kind of going off of whatever. I've only played with once. The one that I have, I've done it once, and then I was like, oh, I have to get this to Dante. I have to get this to my boy BFlight. I was like, man, he needs this now, and I could not. I could imagine holding on to that for like another 4 weeks.
Right.
No, thank you, man. I'd be fucking.
I will be playing with it a lot more once I understand how to use it. But man, thank you for that gift, man. That's a tight gift right there. I already knew what it was. Like I didn't know it was that, but I knew it was something Kanye. Right when I saw the little symbol on there, I was like, this is Ye.
Yeah, you hella called it.
You not gonna get Ye past me. Purple Millie said I'm a spoiled ass. Hey, it's Kanye. It's Kanye. You know, can't help it. Can't help it. It's Ye in the building, man.
Boom.
But yeah, that's a tight little piece of equipment.
I saw it. I saw like a reviewer, like a TikTok reviewer. You know, I was like, what? I was like, what is this? This is real? Looked up KanyeWest.com, and there it was. Buy a Stem Player. Clicked on it, I was like, this is for real. And the thing that it said in the description was that not only is it loaded with Donda and with all the stems, so you're able to, what it is, a stem in the recording world is everything separated. When you're in a recording session, stems is vocals, drums, synths, pianos, you know, like whatever, like it's the different instruments pretty much. Everything gets separated. So then you can edit it for remixes, or you can just come back to it and show what your process was for the future, you know, things like that. It gets deep, right? So this is a Stem Player, and supposedly you're able to load music onto it and then remove the stems from those. But I haven't done it. Like I said, I played with it once, but we get a little cable with it. It doesn't come with nothing. No instructions or nothing. It's just a box. You open it. It's just the wire and then the thing. Yeah, and like that's the fun of it, is figuring out like, oh, that's what this does. If I do it this way, if I zip it this way, and I already know you're gonna have fun with that shit.
I want you to use your cerebral.
That's why I figured, you know, you'll be playing with that shit, and then by Christmas we're gonna be like we're gonna start every episode with, what did you learn?
Because I need to get that whoop diddy scoop on there and really play with that. That's the one you really play with, because he was.
You see, that's the he's already thinking.
You know? Yeah, my mind is already going crazy. What I want to play with on there, like what I want to take in and out. You know, I just kind of want to hear that. Get yo. You know, I just want to. You know,
just on loop.
Yeah. They just started. Just started over and over. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I already got ideas what I want to do. You know, I may just start off, good morning. You know, who knows? I may just be a champion for like a
What's crazy is one of my friends, one of my homies, had sent me a video of Kanye West showing it to Big Boy. Have you seen that video where Kanye West has this square? It's a square at the time. It was a a prototype, and then he had it in 6 different like little faders, and so he gave it to Big Boy. He said, "Give it a try," and it was Follow God. Life like, tell me what your life's like, nice, right? So he's doing that whole thing, but you can remove the vocals, so the beat is just boom, 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 and then he removed that, and then he would like pause it, and then he would bring it back in, and then like Big Boy was going hide.
Life like, this is what your life like. Try to live your life right. People really know what it's like, type right. This is like a movie, but it's really very lifelike. Every single night, right? Every single fight, right? I was looking at the gram and I don't even like lights. I was screaming at my daddy, told me it ain't Christ-like. I was screaming at the referee just like Mike. Looking for a bright light, seagull with your life like. Riding on a white bike, feeling like a snipe bike. Pressing on the gas, flipping over for a night light. Dreaming at my dad and he told me it ain't Christ-like.
Put the video on here as I'm talking about it.
Quit playing.
You're like, hell yeah, I want everything.
That's all you'll keep hearing. So, hands to you.
And it's loaded with the deluxe version of Donda, so it has Andre 3000 on there.
3000, I already knew what it was.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And so it's got all the other ones.
Man, that track is so hard. Like, just to know, like, he had to put it on hold and just talk to us. But hey, look, we can't cuss, man. 3000 was like, what do you mean? Like, a song like this, like, we gotta give it our all. Like,
yeah, he's like, that's how I express myself artistically.
He didn't get rid of the track and was like, don't trip. We're gonna re-release, and do some of this, and that's what
we ended up just bleeping it still.
Just bleeped it.
Yeah,
made it work.
Interesting,
but it's tight.
Yeah,
it's tight.
Well, I'm sure Andre finally agreed to something.
Yeah.
He's like, fine, if you're going to bleep me like they did back in the days.
Right, and I just watched this cool interview with Andre 3000, and, he was just pretty much just saying, he wished fans didn't care like how they used to back in the day.
Yeah. Like,
when it wasn't a narrative, and that's true. Like, it's like, anytime a celeb, people with money, I like to say, say something or anything, it's like they're under this magnified, like they can't do anything wrong or say anything. They are human. They are people.
Yeah.
So it's like, and he was just like, man, I can't say anything like this. Or they're like, okay, Andre 3000 is going through this. I'm depressed. Or he was like, and it's not even that. Like,
he's like, I'm just going through life. Like, everyone's going through the same thing I'm going through.
Like, I wish it was just back in those days where people didn't give a fuck. Where I could just spit this and this and this and this and that, and it just be whatever. And I'm like, yeah, it was a time when it was like that. When music was just music.
Yeah.
Just hip hop, just rap. We can cut on something, just have fun with it. When beef was just beef on the track, and then go anything up out of that. Like,
but you think even as great as Andre 3000 is, you think that's like the perspective a rapper should have, where they're like, fuck, I wish I could say what I want? Or is it like your responsibility to figure out how to make it work? You know what I mean? And
a little bit of both.
Stay into it.
A little bit of both. A little bit of both, because it has to evolve, and that's why I say a little bit of both. Like, and that's with anything. Like, we want things to stay, old, but as far as the future go, we have to evolve and switch up things and know how to make it work.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit of both.
Just not completely settling out,
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you got to find the right balance, because otherwise it's gonna be hard to stay relevant. Like. It's hard to. It's gonna be time soon where if I ask any of my younger cousins, do you know who Andre 3000 is? They might not know. They might know if you're like a hip hop head,
right.
If if we done her right, if we've showed her,
right.
that shit. But it's getting close to where a lot of these artists, they're kind of like going under the rug a little bit. It feels weird because if you think about 20 years ago to us, it's the 2000s, right? We're talking like the Lil Jon era with Usher and Ludacris and
and all
everybody, right? Nelly, we had Chingy, we have fucking all those fools, right? That was our shit. But imagine 20 years before my parents, like, let's say, like, if you're going back 20 years from the 1990s when we were in babies, 20 years from then was the 70s, you know, and they talk about the 70s like how we're talking about the 2000s.
Right.
That's how like close it is.
Right.
It's not far at all. So it blows my mind. I'm like, man, they literally were living that. And no wonder they kept saying like, oh, I remember when we were wearing bell-bottom jeans and we all had fros and we were all like, you know, had the shirts, driving the longest banana boat cars and shit, you know. It's like, that's how close it was to them, and then for us to be able to recollect on the 2000s.
But the difference of their music,
it's a trip.
Though, it resonates to this day still.
What?
Like their quality in music was so good, like it still hits to this day. Like kids and stuff, like our generation and then some of this new generation, like it hits to this day.
Yeah.
Like when you listen to some of their music, it's like, man, this is what, because it was real instruments. This is what we know, instruments, you know. So, like, their music was really based off of real instruments. I'm going to create this off of this sound, do this off of this sound, and then I need you to hum and do this. You do this, and then we're going to doom, doom, doom. You know, like, they was really creating stuff that made you feel it, you know. And it's like, dang, like, I like cutting on some, you know, Curtis Mayfield, you know, or some James Brown, you know, talking about how he had to pay, like the big payback, man. Like I think about when my grandmother would play that, dude, and I think about what he was talking about. Like he was really talking shit.
Really?
Like,
I mean, that's
like
the truth.
You gonna,
it's the truth. James Brown gets on that and he just, what do you say?
Like you gonna cheat on me? Like and think this ain't gonna, like what? But what he was saying was like, I was like, wait, he is really talking.
Hey, did you ever see the video of him where Chadwick Boseman was actually playing as him?
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah, you saw that?
It's a good movie.
Fuck, I never got a chance to see that.
You got to think, rest in peace, Chadwick, man.
R.I.P. to Chadwick.
He played a lot of black people that's deceased that was really big in the black culture. You
Reggie
know?
Jackson.
You know what I'm saying? Like he did a lot. He did the Jackie Robinson story.
Jackie Robinson, my bad.
You know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
He did James Brown. It was another movie that he did with somebody that had passed away.
I mean, he was a Black Panther. You can't be more
right.
royalty than that.
And then a Black Panther on top of that. And then it's like sometimes like I look at that like, dang, was that what his destiny was like always evolved around like to come to? Like,
play those players for us. Play those people.
Right.
To show
and he
us
was
the
playing
history.
powerful people.
roles,
And then you play this dude and then you pass away. And we look at you as the Black Panther.
Yeah.
But it's like the people
They're having difficulties with part 2 right now. They had to, you know, obviously work the story differently. And then when they started up again, they were having production, like on-set production issues. Mm-hmm. And then just recently, Letitia, the one who plays Shuri, they're saying that she got injured on set doing stunts. And she's going to be out for a little bit. So right now they just put it on hiatus to say, you know what, enjoy the holidays with your families. Everyone, you know, get your mind right because in January we'll start it back up. But right now everyone's, you know, it was like a really nice letter from Kevin Feige and then like the team of Marvel telling them like, yo, look, we're just going to stop it real quick because we want to make sure that this movie's dope. It was supposed to come out next year, like in the springtime. And then they had already pushed it back. And then now they're like, yo, we're just going to get this right. You know, there's no need in rushing it. Because they're going to pay homage to Chadwick in some way. They haven't told us how, but they said, we're going to pay homage to him, but we're also not going to recast him. And then we're going to see where it goes from there. Obviously, the big rumor is that Shuri's going to be Black Panther. But even then, like, they got to figure out how to make it work, you know?
Right.
And if you've seen like the What If series on Disney Plus, that's just been pretty cool because it like changes small scenarios in the movies that if it would have gone this way, what would have happened? And it makes you think like damn, it's like certain things that we all kind of were asking like, well, what if Ultron did win? Then what would happen? Then it goes into that, and then it introduces the Watcher. Like they're getting out there, they're getting pretty spacey now, bro. Especially with Eternals, I did not believe that they were gonna do that shit well, and it was actually pretty cool. Yeah, that multiverse is about to be wild.
I can't wait to see what they do with Doctor Strange. I cannot wait for the new Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that multiverse of madness. Especially with all the things they set up with WandaVision, and then
have you heard about these rumors about the new Harry Potter that's supposed to be coming out? Is that true or not?
I don't know. I haven't heard that.
I keep hearing little teasers and reading little things about it, but
there's still one more Harry Potter, The Secrets of Dumbledore, I think it's gonna be called, but that's like the third one of the trilogy for the Fantastic Beasts.
Okay.
So that's the newest movie that's coming out of that camp. But they also got a video game that's coming out next year that's going to be like an open world thing of Harry Potter. So people are looking forward to that because it's gonna be like an actual game, you know, that you can play like if you did Red Dead Redemption type of shit, but in Hogwarts shit.
That's tight.
That's gonna be dope, right? So hopefully that works out for the Harry Potter fans. They're trying to revive them. Oh, and then they're also having the 20th year anniversary. That's what it is, the reunion, the 20th year reunion. So I don't know if you've seen the ones with the Friends or with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on HBO Max.
Yeah.
They're doing something like that, but they're doing a reunion with all the cast of the Harry Potter world. So, you know, it's going to be like an event where they all come in and ask questions and recap and, you know, look back on all the movies and shit. So, you know, obviously it's so that way you can watch that shit too. Like, because they got all 8 movies on there.
Because they made money off of that, man.
All that Harry Potter.
That franchise
was
money,
huge.
Man.
I mean, and then you get the whole land in both universals.
Right. Them and Twilight, man, they was tearing some stuff up.
Twilight was kind of like a little pop star that came into the rap game for a quick second and disappeared,
right,
you know?
Because it was on
but
some
they
real,
did have the
like
fucking hype.
That Twilight stuff was, that was starting beef with people. Like, you was either
Team Jacob.
Right, you was either a wolf or a vampire, straight up. Like,
yeah.
Sorry to take it back, y'all, but for real, like, you was either a straight
Twilight
wolf or a vampire,
real.
you know what I'm saying? It was like, you really better choose your side. And if you chose the wrong side with your friends, it may have been some beef going on.
Yeah.
Like, how do you like it's crazy. That movie was starting problems like it was Jordan's or something coming out. Like,
for real.
Man. But, you got anything new, man? You got dating scene, man. You know your boy ain't seen you. You got anything going on?
Dating? No, I mean, shit, I've been trying. I've been on Bumble. I've been on,
I don't know what none of that stuff is.
I've been on Tinder. But it's kind of like
don't get on
whatever.
that Tinder stuff, man. That's a getting laid site, man. You don't find love there, man.
It's just to see what's out there, bro. That's all. It's not. I know I'm not going out to Tinder to look for my wife, but I just got it up. You know, trust me, it's not even happening. Nothing in there, anyways. But Bumble's been pretty cool because you actually like kind of get more information on the person and people actually care about their
get the buzz
profile.
People with bees or something. It just sound like a bee
you
website.
just like it. You swipe it just like anything else. You swipe right, swipe left if you're not interested.
Do it make a bee sound buzz?
No, it should though, or maybe it does. I never have my volume on, so maybe it does. Yeah, maybe when it notifies. But it does fucking be hitting me sometimes. Like, hey, right now's a good time to start swiping, huh? And I'm like, yeah, I got sure. Why not? I got something to do.
Buzz. See, it's a buzz. You
because you get like a certain amount of swipes per day. It's a good amount, but I mean, it takes a cool couple minutes, especially like if you're actually looking. Sometimes I'll just write until it says you got a match. I'm like, oh, dope, cool. Otherwise, sometimes I'll just, or most of the time, I'm actually looking for like what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Hey, Snoop.
Yeah, Pierre and E40. You know
so yeah, Bumble life is cool. I talked to a couple girls there and shit. Mm-hmm. Met up with a few, but it just every time was just kind of whatever, you know. It's different dating right now, man. It's like even just getting these contacts through the phone, it feels weird, you know. Like fuck, I want to be out, and I've always thought I'd be running into someone that had like similar interests and shit at a show or something like that. But when it happens, you know. But my mom is trying to hook me up with somebody, which is interesting.
Is that right?
I'm like, hey, what the hell?
Mom out here working on
She's like this, son. We were just chilling. We were watching a movie, and then she goes, Chris, mijo. She said, are you going to get married? She hit me with that. I said, Mom, what? She said, yeah, are you looking for a girlfriend? I was like, oh, wow. This is crazy. And that's like the first thing people ask you when, you know, coming home for Thanksgiving with family. And it's like, oh, you're not married yet? It's like,
like, why I gotta
no,
rush
not
to
really.
Get married? Like, man, can I enjoy my life a little bit?
They're just curious. They're just wondering,
course,
which I get. You know, everyone's looking for that next level.
Against,
you know,
if you watching P. Millie, nothing against you because I love you in my life. You know, I was just saying that for the single person that want to enjoy their life.
Right.
You
no,
know,
yeah, for sure.
I definitely.
You're happy with his situation.
I definitely
for sure.
enjoyed my life with you, baby.
We'll get into that part for sure because it's good disclaimer.
I don't want to get beat up.
We're talking about me right now, okay? No worries. But yeah, so my mom said, well, I have this coworker that she's had bad luck with the last couple of relationships, and she tells me because like we used to talk all the time, you know, during lunch and this and that, or they still talk all the time. You know, sometimes they even hang out and all that. So I was like, that's interesting.
Your mom drunk.
Yeah, probably. Or my mom be getting her drunk.
Getting her drunk. Opposite way around. Let me get that
my
right.
mom's a G. But yeah, so then she was saying that her parents are like old fashioned too, you know, like they're hoping that she finds someone pretty cool. I'm like, man, I'm pretty cool. And I don't know, she told me who it was, and I've never seen her before, so I don't know. You be going to the bank sometimes.
Yeah, I know who Evelyn is, man.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, man. I think your mom picked you out a nice.
She said she's like a little Latina chick.
Definitely.
Obviously, they speak in Spanish together. So
Yeah, she's cool. She's normally right there next to your mom. Like, so, like, when you walk into the bank, you know, your mom is right there on the right side. So she's literally on the left side.
Oh, yeah.
And they normally, they sit there and chat.
Yeah,
They sit there and chat. Like, one time I went in there, she's like, go right there. Because mom knows I want to go bother her.
Yeah.
You know, she knows I want to just bother her.
Right,
like,
right.
So she normally directs me to the people who are cool.
Yeah.
You know, so she pointed at her. I went over there, pointed at her. And the first thing I did was just like, yeah, that's my mom over there. She's looking like, she straight looks at mom's like, wait, this is this is not accurate. Like this tall black guy right here and this short Mexican one, this isn't accurate. Like,
right.
And I do it so convincingly as if like they probably think I came out of her because I'd be straight faced like, yeah, that's my mom. Like, yeah, this is my mom. Like, they be looking like, what? Like,
I love it.
It's my mom.
I love the reactions.
It's my mom. But then she's like, Mijo, stop. I'm like, Mom, like, for real? Like, come on. Like,
tell him.
Let him know who I am.
Yeah, I know. That must be so funny.
She loves it. I mean, I just do it. You know, it brightens up mom day, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
She's already in there chilling. I don't know who's probably came up in there and gave her some shit. So, you know, if I come up in there, I'm going to come bother her a little bit. Hey, Mom, you know, mess around with the people who I think she says is cool, you know.
Yeah, and then usually both of you that same day will tell me, or that later that night. So I'll get the story from both sides, and it's funny as hell. So, yeah, so, I mean,
they look so dumbfounded. Like, as I'm walking out, like, she's just laughing, explaining to them, but they're really looking like, is that right? Like, this can't be right. Like, and then eventually you end up telling me they started hating, you know.
Oh, I know. And then we had issues with the manager. And, man, that's a whole nother thing we'll have to talk about at a different time because that's a whole situation, too. But after, you know, we get through the legal shit.
Right.
Because we definitely had to get into
it.
it.
She's pretty, man. I think that she's
we'll see, man.
I think she's
I'm excited.
Definitely,
you got me excited.
I think she's definitely...
She said she's a good girl. I mean, I don't think my mom would be suggesting
for
it
you. Like, I don't mean like for you like that. Like, oh, that. Sorry, Chad. That just seems so like, you know. But I think y'all styles are probably like definitely mesh. Like, she seems pretty chill and laid back, like how you are and everything. Like the few times I have seen her there and everything. So, yeah.
Okay, I'll tell my mom to set it up.
You know, hopefully it works.
And I'll report to you guys.
Right.
I'm gonna do it for the team. I'm gonna do it for FC First Class Podcast.
Right, hopefully it works out.
Make us look good. Make sure you share our videos, watch our videos. Hopefully we can get back into our IG channel.
Right. Yeah, we been having technical difficulties, y'all. Like the turbulence went so bad.
We hit turbulence.
That it's a storm, a straight hailstorm over our IG page right now. Like we can't log in, we can't retrieve the password to get in there. So if we don't have nothing up and running by the FC First Class Instagram page in the next, I'm going to give it 3 to 5 days. Y'all will see a new page up and running with new photos.
Yeah, that's if we don't get back in.
And that's if we don't get back in. But, you know, if we don't, hey, we coming in new with new screenshots, face shots, and all different types of things. So it may even be for the better. Who knows, you know?
Maybe.
We get to start everything over from the ground. You know, who knows? We don't want to start it all over from the ground. But if we do, we do.
Yeah. But, man, how exciting would it have been to get it all right today?
Right, man. Like,
it would have been so dope.
Like
it's still dope to be here, but we had it ready for you guys.
Right. Cali was up in...
That was going to be a whole new level.
Up in a whole different mode. Like, he couldn't stop smiling as he was creating the layouts. Y'all don't understand. The layouts was coming out. He was like, yeah, this is going to be dope. He was adding this and that. I was just in my mode watching him. You know, prepping, thinking about ideas, what we were going to talk about. Because, again, we never write anything down. None of this stuff is scripted. Yeah. So, we
get an idea of what we want to talk about, but at the same time, this is just us talking to each other like we always do.
Right. We try to just be free as possible and just genuine and real so y'all can just see it and feel it. We don't want to seem, like we always have the ideas in our head. Like, before we had got on like a couple of topics that we want to talk about that we are going to get into. Just dating, the different generations of dating, like the styles and preferences of like what's going on, like what we see and what we don't, the respect level and things and stuff like that that's there and not like.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is all the different versions of love and shit you can go through, different versions of everything, like just from the beginning to the end. Like you're in that talking stage, and then you're like getting serious stage, and then you are serious, and then you're getting married, and then you're having kids, now you're having like a family life, you know.
Right.
So like you were mentioning how in the beginning stage, just like when it's all the lovey-dovey stuff, you got a good year of like, you might not see your homie.
Got a good year.
You might not see your homie for a little bit, and then it's kind of understood. It's just like, hey,
So
where's he
shit.
at? Oh, he's with so-and-so.
It's an unwritten rule.
Yeah,
but
you
it's
kind of just like,
understood.
all right, cool.
He
good
or
for him.
she is okay to be missing for a year because they have to get to know that other person that they're
Yeah.
really feel this.
To be honest,
synergy,
I think
this
that's somewhere
connection
that I
with.
struggle, because I'm a person that likes to be with my family, my friends at home, and then doing this with. So I got these friends as well, and you know I like to stretch myself around a lot. When I meet someone, son, like I try to see them when I can, but it's not like consistency might not be there. Just because I'm like, oh, hey, I'm going to, and at times when I'm thinking maybe I can invite her to come to these events, but then it sometimes it doesn't work out either. Like, oh man, you know,
And that's-
you already got plans to go somewhere else. Like, cause that's the other thing. A lot of people keep themselves busy. So when it comes to the point where you're like, hey, do you kind of want to be busy together? You know, like, you know, do you want to do this shit together? That's where you have to find someone to be able to do that. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
and that's how it was with Armelia and I. Like when I asked her, you know, to come visit and everything, like she had stuff planned and she kind of thought about it. She didn't think she was gonna come. Like she, you know, because we had so many misses already with me, you know, saying let's do this and that, you know.
yeah,
So, you know, who knows, you know. But I feel like if a person's really interested in you, they'll move it around.
yeah, you'll make the
Like
moves.
they will really move it around. Like if they really feel like there's gonna be a connection somewhere or some type of vibe, like they'll move it around. And even if it wasn't no vibe, they moved it around because they really thought it was gonna be something there.
Gotcha.
you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's how that really plays. Like,
But then you have the perspective. Let's go a little bit more into it now. Like, so you get past the lovey-dovey stage. Okay, so now you know that your boy's serious with this girl now or whatever, right? So the next stage is what, like them doing the double dates and all the fun shit, right?
right, you know, that's when
Like,
me
hey,
and
all right,
Armelia
then
come in,
let's,
you know?
if you're gonna be part of this family, be part of this
Right,
family.
and that's where me and Armelia come in. You know,
Yeah.
let's hypothetically speaking.
I remember
you know?
one of the first times we hung out was at the Top Golf.
Right.
For your birthday, I think it was, or hers. I think it was yours.
Was it mine?
Yeah. I
If-
think that
if
was
you
one
in
of the
chat,
early
Melly,
times.
which one was it? I think it was mine, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Yeah, I think so. And then that was like one of the very first times I really hung out with you guys. You know, that was cool.
It was fun though.
Hell yeah,
It was fun.
Top Golf
But
was hella fun.
But you know, me and Armelia.
because we even like did a little pregame in the bar too.
But you know, she and I, we're fun people though.
Yeah,
We're
the
fun.
vibes are
like,
good.
Like we're fun. Like we're fun, vibey people. Like,
Yep.
like, and then she brings a different element of me out too. Like
Yeah,
she be making me feel like I'm a square sometimes. Like I be like, damn, like how. Like how
humbling you.
Right. I'd be like, how does this little bitty person do this to me? Like oh like,
Dang.
but I love her. Like I love her.
Exactly.
Like I love her, and that's why she's able to do it. Like I'll be like, what? Like I catch myself like when I want to get mad and do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll hear her like I'll be like, damn, she ain't even around me, and I hear her like I'm gonna throw a sock at her right now. Like that's my thing.
A
I like
sock.
throwing socks at her. Like
Not totally.
because I would never hit her or anything like that. But like when I play around with her, like I always have a sock or somewhere to throw at her. Like
That's so funny. But see, then you start making little things like that, like little things that matter to you guys. You know, it's the little things that's what they say.
right.
It's those small things that like are endearing, you know, that you do out of like love, and then like the position you're in, the perspective you're in with like relationships, you're in, like
Yeah.
you're all in,
And ours, see,
you're
like,
engaged.
our first year was fast. It was fast, but I don't mean fast like we had so many events. It went from her nephew's graduation party to whatever I had going on, it was like baby shower, and then it was like another party. Then it was like her friend had.
So the move is to invite her to
Baby
these
showers
things,
and things like
right?
that, and it was like boom, 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 like, and it happened so quick, like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
But yet, it was acceptance at the same time. Like it wasn't like it was put on me, you know, or it was put on her, you know. And both our families are pretty welcoming, you know, but
Nice.
they're both our
That
families
matters,
are
too.
very observant,
Yeah.
trying to feel the vibe and everything, like. So that's the cool thing about it. Like her mom, like I love bothering her mom.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's one of my favorite things. Like I love bothering her mom. When you know me, like if I ain't bothering you or talking to you, I don't like you.
Yeah.
There's a problem. Like
You gotta have that kind of connection,
right.
huh?
Like, and I bother the hell out of her mom. Like the hell out of her mom. Like it is a goal of mine. Like when
Yeah.
I get to the house, it's to go bother mom. Like go upstairs to go bother her. Like just see,
Damn.
like if she's doing work, I'm not gonna bother her. But like that's just my way to just, you know, to show her that I appreciate her.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like I'm
Trying
gonna
to be
keep,
a part of this
I'm gonna keep
family.
you on your toes, mom. Like I'm gonna keep you laughing, and I'm gonna keep you on your toes. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like I've gotten to understand her levels and everything. Like I love the morning times, like when stuff is going on, I'll be like, y'all better get mom her breakfast. This is why she acting like that. You know, she just laughs.
Start making little
Because
quips.
like that is like you know how people be like, breakfast is the most important time meal of the day. Like her mom loves breakfast. Like
Hell yeah.
her mom does not mess around when it comes to breakfast. So yeah, like I enjoy that. And then, you know, just stuff like that, period. Like that first year of that relationship, like it's really just trying to get to know each other. Like,
Right.
like I say, like that first month or two, y'all filling each other out. Ain't nobody doing anything with any other person, but y'all filling each other out. By that third, fourth month, you know, you finally starting to get rid of other numbers. All right, let me get rid of this number.
Right, right.
Man, I ain't got no
Okay.
time for none of y'all. Like I think we dating. Like this is real. Like
Right.
this ain't just no. Well, I'm feeling her. She
Okay.
better be feeling me too. I hope she deleting, or I hope he deleting too. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Then it gets to that point to where it's just like y'all get to talking, like, yeah, and then it comes up. I've been deleted people like, what? I ain't got nobody over there, you know. Then
Yeah.
it's like, okay, wait, this is official.
Nice.
You know, sometimes it happens faster than earlier. Like sometimes you hear about people getting with each other, then 6 months later they're married.
Oh yeah.
You know,
It works in so many different
right.
ways.
It's levels to it. You know,
Yeah.
it's levels to it. But like, I really feel like when two people really got that type of synergy going on, it's
I think
it's different.
That's the thing I look forward to ultimately. I mean, can you imagine me having someone that I truly love being around, you know? Like, that's going to be fun as shit.
Right. And me and
and then to bring it into our little circle of
Right.
everybody, and then my family that gets together for everything, like,
right.
it's going to be fun.
And
Whoever
Amelia
gets...
and I, we talk about it a lot. Like, she had just probably brought it up like 2 weeks ago. She was like, I can't wait till Cali find him somebody. She's like, I can't, like, literally, she was like, I cannot wait till my brother finds
Yeah.
somebody. She was like, it's going to be so fun going on dates with him.
Yeah. it
Like,
is.
it's like she's preparing for it. Like, so it's like she's already been trying to speak it into existence
funny.
for you. You know
So
what
it's
I'm saying?
coming,
Like,
son. Something's brewing. Everyone's rooting for you, boy.
so it's like she's already been speaking. And
That's why I'm about to be in your workout vlog. Your vlog number 2, bro.
And I always,
I'm about to be with you.
I always tell her, she's like, what Cali doing? I'm like, he's talking to some people. You know, I'm like,
Yeah, it's here and
I
there.
don't know, here and there. I was like, but someone come up. I'm like, Cali's Cali. I'm like, he chills. I'm like, Cali really watches and everything, you know. But, you know, I just think about past relationships you've been in, why you so, you know, observant about it. Like, you're really particular about what you want now. After that last situation, it's like, yeah, okay, you know what you want now. You know
Yeah.
you don't want this and this and that. This is what I want. You know, so
And I think that's the best part about those things. Like, yeah, this sucks at the moment, but now where I'm at now, it's like
Right.
you get to look back and like, okay, all right, well now I know that this worked out, that worked out,
Right.
and now I maybe need to get better in these certain areas, or maybe I need to do,
right.
you know,
And
or
for-
maybe I need to find someone who's more compatible
Right.
with this and that.
And
you
for the
know?
people who think past relationships suck, no, it
Nah.
didn't suck. That
I
was
never looked at it
it was
that way.
building you up for the person who you're with and happy with. So
and it
don't-
makes for good music.
right,
I've
exactly.
written some songs
It
about
makes for
the
good
situations
music,
I've been
so-
in. So look for that because I'm ready to start recording soon, man. I'm
I
ready to
know-
get that shit started.
I know it probably sucked at that time when it happened, but you know now that you're with that person, don't look at that like, oh, that was a horrible experience. No, really look at it
Yeah,
like,
you can't go into the next projecting what happened on the last.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You really got to look
because you're
at
gonna
it like,
make it sink quick with that mentality. You know, you go in not even trusting this person and saying, "Oh, see, last time they did this, so it's gonna happen again."
Because you're
that's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to find someone
you're
that
putting
way.
that on that person. No, that's not the same
That's
person.
why they say you gotta come healed.
Right.
We don't have time for that shit.
Right. And you know me, I like, my favorite thing is like to say nobody has the same personality. Like, people have traits. You know, we may have some of the same traits, but nobody has the same personality or think the same.
Yeah.
You know, there's traits that people do all the time.
Yeah.
You know, but personality wise, no.
It's different.
Definitely. So that's where a lot of relationships.
So you gotta find the ones that you can cope with.
Right.
You're like, I like this person's personality. I know it's not exactly like mine's and not, different
Right.
from other people that I know, but I
Right.
like it and I want it to be around me.
Because I would be a lie to you to say, oh, I would have thought me and Armelia would have so much in common.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like,
I feel it.
Like, I got a girl that plays games. What?
Sick.
Like, I want to throw socks at her just
You
'cause-
said cha-ching.
Right. Like, I want to throw socks at her just because that makes me happy. You know, like, what? You play games? Oh, let me throw a sock at you.
I'm
Like,
throw
that's
socks at her
right.
one day.
That's how happy I be. Like, because
That's
I'm
so
like,
funny.
what? Like, when she said she played games, all I could think about was just throwing a sock. Bing, you playing. We playing. Like,
That's hella funny.
you know, like, stuff like that. Like, things like that. Then, you know, you get to talking and then figuring things out. Like, wait, man, we have so much in common. Like, I would have never thought. Like it's crazy. You know, like,
it just works.
right. And then, you know, you get the signs and stuff. People, oh, this and this and this and that, you know, that's not compatible. And our signs say we ain't compatible.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're in one of those situations?
Yeah, but
But it works, huh?
we work.
Hell yeah. More than works.
We work.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what her little ass be on, but we work. Like, because I'm a Virgo, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn. You know me. Like, I will sit back, watch, and peep game.
Yeah.
And if I don't like it, I don't like it. But if I do like it, I like it. But she be like, nah, hold on. Like, you need to. I'll be like, what? And I'll be like, damn, that made sense. Like,
She started influencing you.
she don't
That's
do me
dope.
like this. Like, just go.
See, that's dope. Like, if I had someone that was doing stuff like that to me and start making you question yourself, like,
Wait,
what the fuck?
right? Because it was always the only person that can calm me down is my mom and my grandma.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Now it's her.
There you go.
Like, my mom, that's my mom. My mom
Still,
always gonna be
yeah.
able to do that. That's the first woman in my
Right.
life. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
she be doing it. I be like, who is she? And I be telling her that, like, who is you? She be like, you know who I am. Your fiance. I be like,
You put that ring on there.
right. She be telling, you
Don't
know who
act.
I am. I be like, I know who you is.
That's
man.
so dope.
You know,
That's
but-
good, man.
But yeah, that's probably like the best part of a relationship.
Hell
man.
yeah.
Just
That's the exciting part, the fun part,
that,
all the good stuff.
and you know, the cheeks is always there. I always tell people that, like, the cheeks is always there. You never have to cheat. Like, people who cheat in relationships is retarded. Like, why would you cheat and you know you got a woman at home where you can go get the cheeks from any day,
Oh my god.
any day and time? That is the most craziest thing.
I was trying to figure out if that's what you meant.
Yes,
that's exactly
that's
what you
what I meant. Like you rather be. I be trying to explain that to dudes. Like, y'all rather be in
No,
these
yeah,
streets.
of course, yeah.
Y'all rather be in these streets, still trying to spit game,
That's important when you find
trying
someone.
to spit game, doing this because you want to get a nut off or you
Yeah.
horny and all of that.
Yeah,
But
when
then you
gotta
didn't got
go.
rejected this night, so you got to try again. No, you got a perfect, beautiful woman.
Yeah,
Or if that's a woman, you got a perfect, beautiful husband at home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where you can get it from any night.
yeah,
I'm drunk as shit. I need some,
yeah.
girl. Bye.
That's
You go
important
home.
in a
It's
relationship.
right
for
there.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? And that be the main thing. They always say it's something missing at home.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my girl, or my guy doesn't do this to me in bed or this.
Then it's gonna be hard to work out.
Sit your ass down and go really ask.
Yeah.
And go talk.
Be like, yo, I need this shit. This is how I do it.
And if
Everyone's
it's-
got different preferences, you know.
Right. Like, it does not hurt, guy or female, to sit down there and ask your significant
Be
other,
for real.
can we try this? Can we
Just-
do, if it is a freaking no, is it a freaking no? But okay, can we go around it and try this one?
Yeah.
that one may be a yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I get it for some people. I guess it's the, can I get away with it?
The rush.
The rush. Can I get away with it? Because
yeah,
you always hear it at the end. Like, I didn't mean it. Like, I believe.
And that's the culture right now.
I believe 30% of them didn't mean it.
Right. Like,
That
it
other-
just was instinct. It's just
That
they
other
just did it out of
70%, y'all motherfuckers meant that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's where it's wrong.
Y'all knew what y'all, you know, but the ones that you really genuinely hear really didn't mean it, and it was imposed instinct. It's like, man, like, don't put yourself in that situation for that shit to happen, for that temptation to happen.
Yeah.
Because it's already in the back of your head. You've already thought about it, and it's just like, you've already said, I can probably walk away from it, but then you don't think you can. Then your ass is in that situation. You can walk away from it. And you know you shouldn't be there. You know? So I don't know, man. Like, just sit down with that significant other and just ask, what can we do? What can we not do? What's fun? What's fun? And that's just in general with everything. Like, do you want to jump off of a building with me? You know, strapped up in all the proper way and everything. You got to just know, don't be those, I don't know what my person likes.
Right.
Yo, what do you
Where you
mean
just
you've been
lose
with this
each other's-
person? Like, you hear that with couples that's been with each other forever, but I didn't know you like that. What do you mean? We've been with each other for 7 years. How do you not know?
Yeah.
Better sit down and ask.
Yeah.
Like, I know Armelia is never going to go skydiving, but guess what? I still ask her.
Yeah.
I still ask her. But you going to go skydiving with me? No. Hell no. You know, like, it's a straight no. Like, she, no. You crazy, boy? No. Like, she...
That's all.
But she want to go ziplining.
Hey.
No,
she's comfortable with the cable.
It ain't no what.
She's comfortable with the cable.
What? And that's what I'm like.
I'd zip line over skydive any
and
day.
I be looking at her like, you want to go zip line? I'm like, you ain't never.
I did the zip line in Vegas.
They be all like, nah, man. Like,
I did the zip line in Vegas when I went to that Raider game, bro.
Was it fun?
Dude, it was so dope because it was over the
Stratosphere,
strip.
right?
No, it was a different one. I should have done the Stratosphere. That's the big one.
Mm-hmm.
This one was just to kind of test it out, and it was over the little strip that's there, the old Main Street.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
it starts with a P. I got you though.
Yeah, so it's that whole strip right there, and then they had an old zip line thing or a new zip line thing, and you can go down the whole thing, and you just see everyone under you. It was dope as fuck.
That's
I mean, that Raider game alone was crazy. That home opener, that new stadium.
Yeah, if y'all don't know, Cali been doing some wild stuff. He was doing white water rafting.
I did white water rafting.
He was doing that for a little bit.
Yeah, that one time.
They
and
almost
it was
died.
You can check out our episode. I don't know which one that was, but we talk about it for sure.
Know. Definitely I talk about that.
That's a good conversation. Yeah, man.
I forgot.
That's the other thing. It's like, yeah, I am single though,
that.
so I have been doing shit that like kind of has been cool, like to have a job that I have that I'm thankful for and everything, and the opportunity that I get with them. Like, it's freed me. It's allowed me to do some stuff with my family. You know, things that like I know that my sisters and my mom want to do, but you know it'll be tight sometimes. And then I just make sure I can do as much as I can. You know, play my part. Everyone puts in their part. You know, because I have a hardworking family. We're all constantly at work. Like, it's hard to catch up with my sister sometimes, who's in Nebraska, and then I have another sister right now who's busting her ass with 2 jobs, you know, especially during the holidays. That can be rough, you know. And then I have a sister who's a mom and started a different job at home because of the situation. Like, that's the next thing that in relationships that changes everything. Not changes everything in a bad way, but just it unlocks that next level, and that's the kids. Man, when the kids come in the picture, then that's your life, and I totally understand it. I know that when I have a kid, I'm gonna be all about it. That, you know, boy or girl, whatever the situation is. And so when I see my cousins or our friends, you know, that like choose their family over us, that's the answer every time. They're supposed to, you know. Right. So I totally understand when we can't get together as much now and everything. But it's also nice when people get together. You know, like my family loves to get together, like I said, for the Thanksgiving thing. We get together for quinces, baby showers. And, you know, we got that little bit of a pause because of the pandemic and everything. But then, you know, things are getting back to normal. And it's nice to see the families and people's kids that grew up. Because once you have the kids, it's a whole nother situation, right? Right.
You start seeing them, they getting bigger or what, man. I remember you started
playing
sports.
That.
I remember when they was this big. now you this big. Like, and they be, I ain't little no more. Like, the phase is like, you know,
That's hella funny.
How I say on the Lion King, the story of life or whatever it is, however it go, that stuff is real,
Circle
man.
of life.
The circle of life.
Yeah.
Like, you really watch that, like, from
matters.
the beginning to the end, how
Yeah.
it really happened,
Mhm.
And, I try to tell people with relationships is really what you make of it. If you want a fun relationship, it's going to be a fun relationship. If you want a
Right.
boring relationship, it's going to be a boring relationship. If you want a crazy, chaotic relationship, it's going to be a crazy, chaotic. And believe it or not, it's relationships out there in all different ways. You get people who love arguing.
Yeah.
Love
Exactly.
arguing. It gets them off, and
Yeah.
then they're right laughing. Oh, I love you. Let's go out to eat.
Right.
What? You just
Yeah,
threw a
it's true.
curling
There's that
iron
whole-
at him. And he just threw a brick at your car, and y'all talking about you
But that's
love
my
each other.
baby.
Right. He didn't hit me, though. But he
Right,
could
right.
have. But he didn't.
Right.
And we love each other. And it be real true love.
It
It
really,
be real
yeah.
true
Yeah,
love.
that's why I love
And then
it
you get the
something
ones
different.
that really be real domestic violence, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But it be real true love, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you
Then-
were telling me about that story in Philly, man. Just the whole domestic violence increase.
Right. Like, I've been, like, this is to the men in Philly. I don't know if y'all watch this, and if y'all do, and if it gets out there, I don't know what's going on, man, but that rate, double and triple, got a 57% rate of women dying in Philadelphia to men.
That's wild. That's
to
big.
men.
Mm-hmm.
To men.
Men killing women.
The double part is just the domestic violence.
triple
The
the
triple
murder.
the murder rate is just them just being killed. Like, that's
wild.
crazy. Like, come on. Like, y'all supposed to be men. What is this woman possibly doing to you that much to where you got to pull the trigger
on a woman. Yeah. That's wild, dude. Philly, what's up, man? What's his name? Fucking
Like, that's
Meek.
wild.
Come on, Meek. Speak
like-
to your people, Meek.
Like, that's wild. Like, what's going on? Like, okay, women talk, okay. But that's in the Bible. Women are chaos. They create chaos.
Oh, shit.
But
That's
also,
what it says on there?
yeah, they create chaos, but also they calm. They're the calm, too.
Yeah.
Men, we don't talk like that. Like, we like to hold it in. Women, they can create that chaos and get it out of us, but also they can calm that. They can soothe that calm. They are the motion. They are the wave.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, like, come on, man. Like, that story I was just watching, like, come on. He went up to his school and pulled a trigger on a woman in front of his kids. Your twin boys, and you took their mama life.
Damn.
And I hear, and just to hear that across the world, period, that domestic violence rate goes up when it's Thanksgiving and Christmas time and birthday times.
Yeah.
That's crazy to hear that the domestic violence rate goes up. What? Because you don't want to go get your kids some presents or whatever that case may be? Don't get me wrong. Okay, you got some of the women that do the spiteful thing.
Yeah.
You can't get your kids for Christmas.
Right. There's also those that
And
will
then that make
use
them-
it as like collateral. And,
Right.
You know?
Then, that puts some of the men in the situation.
I've seen some of those videos too. They're sad.
I'm about to come F you up,
Right.
and then you get the ones that just got to eat it up and try to figure it out in court,
Yeah.
and
the court usually is never
and
on your
keep
side
that
either.
statement and everything, so it's so much that goes on. But I mean, even then, in that relationship, it was toxic. You chose to have a kid with this person, so again, a relationship is what you make out of that, like,
So many different ways it can go. It's wild. It's wild.
Exactly. It is what you make out of it. And that's the same thing with marriage. It don't stop. The only thing when you become married, like, y'all become one. Y'all become one.
And then it's fun as shit.
Right. Y'all
That's the whole goal, right? To
y'all-
just have a good time.
Right. Y'all become one. What are we going to do?
Whatever that means to you.
How do we retire? How do we live our life out? Do we want to own this? Like,
Yeah.
the adventures of always knowing that you got a partner to do things with. I want to go invest in this. Should this be a good investment? You got a partner you could talk to about it all the time.
Mhm. That hopefully you've tested on and been like, oh, they know some of this stuff,
Right. Because
good.
it benefits
I'm
the both
kind of
of
learning.
y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then for the men and women who don't be thinking those decisions don't benefit the both of y'all, it does.
Yeah.
Because what happens if everything goes womp, womp,
Check this out, son.
You have to answer to that person.
Check this out to put this all together real quick. So I was at that Thanksgiving thing with my family, right? I'm talking to my great grandma, and we call her our little abuelita because she's, everyone's like, quarter of her size height wise, you know. But she's the sweetest thing. She's like the main person right now in our all of our family's lives. Wherever she's at, that's where we're gonna be at for the events, for Thanksgiving, Christmas, or whatever, you know.
Right.
She's around, we want to be around. And you know, with the pandemic thing, we all had to stay away and everything because her age is up there, you know.
Right.
So anyways, I got to talk to her last night. You know, she's good. She's looking healthy. She's, you know, standing, walking around, and then was able to have a conversation with her. And I don't know, we just started talking about, at first we were just talking about how like, oh yeah, we're drinking, we're doing good. You know, how's everything all good? And then all of a sudden she was telling me about how my grandpa was, they were in a ranch pretty much, and they decided to pick up work, and he was coming home like late as fuck and starting early as fuck, right? So it got to the point where she saw how exhausted he was, and he was like, man, I'm tending to 40 cows, I'm doing all this and that, I have to get this done, get that done. And he's like, there's no way they're gonna hire anyone else, and I'm all by myself, like there's no way I can do this. You know what she did? She was like, fine, I'll work with you, like fuck it, even if they don't pay me, at least we'll get it done, and they'll, you know, give you better opportunities in the future. Right. So talk about a ride or die, you know, like talk about someone that, like how you're saying, how you have to hustle together. She made that decision to do that. Right. And then from then on, it was just them being together forever. They were 17 when they got together. And I mean, they lived their whole life together, right, and created our big ass family. She was telling me she has about 56 is it 50 or in the 40s? I have to get the numbers from my family and I'll put it on here. But let's say in the 40s to 50s of grandchildren. And then it goes into her great-grandchildren. Or no, great-grandchildren. Right. And then right now she's on the great. And there's 6 of them. Generational. 6 of them. One of them is my sister's kid, her son, my nephew. Edition. My nephew, he's the 6th one. So that's 3 generations that she's alive for. And it's just amazing. It's just like, you know.
Big mama. Oh, yeah.
So that's just another testament to what you were saying, that when you come together, it's going to be, you know, right, you're going to be one until forever. And then you're going to have this big ass family if you did, right? You know, and right, a bunch of different people that came from you originally, you know, like, you know, right, when you're the root of it.
And it's, you know, you want that trust to be to the point where you know that person. Or if somebody came and said, oh, your wife or, you know, your husband did this, use a lie. That is a lie.
What do you mean?
Like, that's how you want your relationship to be, how tight y'all are. Where can't nobody come in and say anything and throw a stone at y'all. Where it will break y'all. You know your other half inside out. Somebody came in and was like, oh, such and such did this at the club. You gonna know that's a lie, because you know how your other half is. Even when they're belligerent, even if they were belligerent drunk, you know how your other half is when they get to that point to where they're toasted out of this world. Yeah. And that person that came, they was doing this, and no, they wasn't. That's not my wife. Not even when she's that drunk. Yeah. That's what you.
That's building the trust. That's building the whole.
You want to be so tight where can't nobody throw a stone at y'all.
Gotcha.
What?
Yeah. Yep.
What? You just said that?
True.
Nah. I go ask her.
Right.
And it's gonna come out. Was this happen? No, it was like this and this and da. Oh, okay, just like that. Yeah, nothing was beat around the bush. It was just simple like that.
Just someone who just.
And my fiance and I, we've got to that point. Like,
nice. Hell yeah.
At first, I would be like, I don't know. And she'd tell you, like, it took me a lot longer for me to trust her than it did for me with her. And that's just because of things that I've been through with my mom. Yeah. In relationships, you know, like, I don't. Yeah. In order to get close to me, you got to get close to my mom, and I don't let nobody get close to my mom.
Yeah, that's kind of hard to do, huh?
You know,
that's funny. Like, hey, you got to get close to her somehow, but you ain't getting close to her, so.
Right. I don't let nobody get close to her.
Damn.
And when my mom gave pretty much Armelia the keys, that's when I knew it was a wrap. Like, I already knew where it was going with me and her. I was like, she's slowly getting me. Her and my mom is tight, you know. But when certain situations was happening and my mom was like, you got it, Armelia? That's when I knew my mom was like, all right, I can sit back. He's in good hands.
Hell yeah.
That's when I knew. I was like, all right, you can't fuck up at all, dude. You can tell her any and everything, whatnot, whatever. I don't care. I can leave this phone with her. I can walk to the store And she could be in this phone when I come back. I don't give two shits. Ain't nothing in there.
Hell yeah.
Ain't nothing in
That's the goal. That's the goal to get there where you're like, I literally don't need to talk to anyone else.
Ain't nothing in there.
Other than my girl.
I done left plenty of times, and she's been playing with the phone and all types of shit. I ain't, and
that's what's up. But it takes time, right?
And if she wanted to go through it, she could have.
Yeah.
If she did, she did. If she didn't, she didn't.
Mm.
The times when we first got in a relationship and I was doing silly stuff, trust and believe, when she went through the phone, she brought it up. What is this?
You're like, oh.
You know? And that's what I'm saying. This is something that's been in progress, you know, now
right.
to the point I don't give a shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll leave this with her.
That's a
I ain't doing
thing.
nothing. I trust and love her that much
Mm-hmm.
to know I ain't no other woman I'm looking at.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's the goal. That's where you want to get to. That's where I want to get to. Like, yeah, it's fun right now to kind of see the options and everything. But like you said, once you find someone that you're like, I kind of like seeing this person.
Right.
Every day. You know, it go for like a weekly thing to a daily thing. And then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, I don't need to see that person no more. You'll talk to that person no more. And this night you start removing and then getting to it. Like, you know.
You realize how great conversations are.
Yeah.
That's like really key in a relationship. Like, you can't be in a relationship and y'all just always quiet. Like, that's a problem.
Yeah, you have to be able to communicate.
Like, she and I, we haven't gotten to see each other too much because of work and school and everything. But when we do get with each other, we just talk.
Yeah.
We talk and laugh. Like, what the hell? Like, we listen to music, go through old school stuff, laugh, just joke with each other. Like, we don't miss a beat, you know, just because we haven't been around each other because of work and school and all of this. Like, we don't miss a beat when we hop on that phone. Like, we was on FaceTime for damn near 2.5 hours
Hell yeah.
a couple of days ago. And while on FaceTime, we're showing each other videos through FaceTime.
Nice.
Like, just laughing, just going back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, like, it's what you make of it to keep that other person happy. You know, there's going to be things that's going to be in the road that may try to slow the progression down, but it's really what you do to get out of that. You know, it's going to be challenges that really may try to slow y'all down, but it's really how you get up and out of that.
Man. Well, wish me luck. Hopefully that girl's cool, man, because, that kind of interested me, too, that, like, she kind of already has a cool friendship with my mom.
Right.
And my mom's the one was like,
she may love reading as much as you do.
So yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens, bro. I'm excited.
Imagine if she got at
It'd
you.
be cool.
Yeah, I read the whole Insurgents books too.
Yeah.
She got at you like that. Like, yeah, you ain't reading faster than me. You want to have a war right now? Let's go get this book right now by Tom Clancy.
Yeah, that'd be cool to have a book nerd.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, Armelia reads, you know, and she's been trying to get me into reading so we can start talking about stuff. Like, man, it's hard for me to read, man, because I listen to my conscience a lot, and my conscience, you know, me and God, we tight, man. So that inner soul, that inner me, I always hear that
It's already
voice.
loud in there.
Yeah, man. So when I be reading, then I hear like, man, I be like, I know, huh? This ain't nuts, huh? This is not what you wanted me to do, God. Like, I need the audio biography. I need to hear him reading to me. Like,
shit, that's huge right now. Audible books, man.
Like, I need the audio. Like, hold on, you read it to me. Like, because when I get to reading to myself, I start playing it in my head, and my conscience gets going, yeah, so we could do it like this. And then even saying it like that, right? But I don't really think. I'll be like, shh, be quiet. I'm trying to read.
That voice.
I'll be like, I can't hear over you while I'm going. Like,
and then you're not even reading. You're just like having this conversation. That's hella funny. Son, that voice is too loud.
FC crew, y'all probably think I'm crazy, but I'm not. I'm telling
you're
y'all,
talking
man.
to God.
That inner voice don't stop when I get to reading.
Oh, my God.
Because I be like, oh, the plot is sticking.
Yeah, I bet you already know who this is.
For real.
I already know who the killer
I
is.
be like that.
Just stop reading. You don't even have to finish this book.
That's exactly how I
Come on,
be.
let me enjoy this. Fuck.
I be like, this ain't for me.
Then you got to reread the paragraph again. Like, fuck.
This ain't for me. Like,
I'm trying to retain.
Like, even when I pray, like, if I'm in my head praying, I'll be like, I got to pray out loud so it can be heard the right way. Like, because I get to praying, I'll be like, yeah. And I'll be like, God, did you hear me when I was praying? Like, I don't know if you really heard me. Like,
Yeah.
Cause it was so quiet when I did it, like, and that'd be the only time my conscience be quiet. Cause I'm like, oh, that's him being quiet. Cause I gotta pray to him. But I get the question and be like, did you hear me though? Did you really hear me? All right, hold on. Then I said out loud,
I really need
God,
an answer
let me
though.
do the prayer out loud now to make sure.
Damn. You're like, I'm gonna make sure you hear me. That's cool, man.
He be like, man, yeah,
That's
my
good.
son.
That's cool to have, to be able
like, my
to
son is crazy.
to
man.
tap into that.
This
you know?
dude, man.
I feel like I try it sometimes, and I always feel awkward. You know, I think in the moments that I mean it the most, it works out. It's fine. I feel a little weird at first, but when you say a prayer or you say something like in your mind where you're just sitting there, you're just like, whether you're saying it to yourself, you're subconsciously saying it to whatever exists, whatever it is. I mean, I know I believe in God, and I think that's what it is, but I just like sometimes don't access that. I feel like I need to more.
I try to tell people ain't nothing wrong with talking to yourself. And people be like, what you mean? I'm like, because you're not talking to yourself. That voice that you hear is that inner, that being that we don't, that higher power, that energy, and it's crazy because it tells you, that voice tells you when and when not to do things.
Yeah.
When you're trying to fight the voice, that's when you know it's something different. When the conscience is really telling you, like, man, I'm about to go do this. But then you hearing that voice, no, you're not about to go do this. And you trying to tell that voice to shut up, but it never shuts up. No, why are you doing this? But you still go do it, and then you do it. And then what happens? You're in that regret mode. I shouldn't have did that.
You're like, I knew I shouldn't. I told myself, right?
I knew I shouldn't. Yeah. I told myself, no, you didn't tell yourself.
Yeah.
He was telling you.
Damn, that's deep.
That voice was telling you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That voice was telling you. He was telling you. Like, and that's.
Well, then there's also the one that's like, I'll do it. Go for it. Fuck
right.
It. So whose voice is that?
And we know what evil is. He comes in all different. Man, he's the most beautifulest thing ever.
Damn.
And can persuade you into anything. He's a liar. So you should know when he's coming, like, well, you too beautiful. Hold on. Why you talking about this? You can sing too? Hold on. Your voice is like this. You got a nice voice. You ain't even singing, but your voice sound amazing. You the devil.
Yeah.
Move. Move.
You gotta be out there with open eyes and
right.
You gotta be able to.
And you just gotta pay attention.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just paying attention, man.
Yeah.
Like,
look for the good vibes and
people want to
do
say
what's right.
The Bible this, and that is a whole different topic. But people, it's not meant for everybody to talk about. Like.
Yeah. As long as you.
I tell people the Bible and science does not go hand in hand. People look at me, you a lot, you a fool. The Bible and science does not go hand in hand. You cannot believe in both. You cannot believe in man-made, and then you cannot believe in. You can't.
Can you believe in one and admire the other one? Just like be like, I see what you're doing, but I got my beliefs. You know what I mean?
And that's what beliefs is. Believe in what you want to believe, and ain't nobody judging.
Because it is nice to have that like ultimate thing where you're just like, oh, God's got it. Like that's God. Like that's for God to deal with, or for. That's God's plan, like a lot of successful people refer to God. First thing they say, oh, what did you think about your game? First and foremost, I want to thank God. What's the first thing they want to do when they receive a word? First of all, I want to thank God for this opportunity, for putting me in the right place and this and that. Like,
but it's all.
So is that something that you could really tap into? Because I know that when you do, when you're like that, when you're in that faith,
too.
Right.
Because some people only pray when they get good things.
Right, and that kind of plays in with like being greedy and being.
So when you watch people's stories, you can tell who really believes in that path.
Oh, it's easy to spot like the fake people, and that's why it's like when people get into that level, they kind of don't even realize it. I feel like, because how are you doing all this and acting like it's cool, like it's okay to be faking this shit just because you're saying this to get things. Because then it can get turned into something else. It can get turned into people talking about the secret, about manifestation, about like asking what you want and then it'll come to you. But you also got to work towards it, But if you always have that thing behind you that's never going to fail you and you believe in it, that's pretty strong. And it looks like it works for a lot of people, It's just it's always just a subject of how do you follow it?
Fiance just asked me last night. She was like, I don't understand why you say Godspeed. I don't like it. Like, what does that mean?
When do you say it?
And
when
I
you
told
say
her,
goodbye?
I was like, Godspeed. I was like, that's his speed. I was like, do you know how many miracles and prayers he's answering? And I was like, when he gets to you, he will. Godspeed. I was like, it's billions of people here. And I was like, he's going through fake prayers that people doubted that he has to get rid of now because you doubted that prayer. You know, I was like, he's going through so many. So Godspeed. And you ever know that he comes to you right on time when it needs to be done. We could be, oh man, this and man, this ain't happened yet. Ooh, I've been praying. You've already doubted that prayer. But have you ever noticed the times when you don't doubt the prayer? Oh, I believe in this, I believe in that. And then you keep pushing and keep pushing. Then all of a sudden, it finally gets there. You finally got to answer it.
Yeah.
You finally got to get to your prayer. Godspeed.
At his pace.
Exactly. It's at his pace. You know, you can't.
That's a cool way to look at it.
A miracle don't just happen like that. It does for some people. Or it may feel like that for some people because guess what? It was just your order and time where he was going through.
Yeah.
I don't know how many miracles and prayers he answers at one time. I can't fathom that.
Reminds me of Jim Carrey when he was answering the emails.
Right. All I know is that he's something remarkable and he's something different. Science, there's nothing in science that can make me believe y'all created these planets. Science cannot tell me that they created these planets. They still trying to figure out how they gonna get up there and stay out there. You ain't no. And I love how we get up there. Up where? We're already here. The Earth is part of the solar system. I've done that with you. Are we a part of this? Are we in the sky or on the ground? I've done that with you plenty of times. Of course, we're in the sky. The ground is the illusion. The solar system is where? Part of the other planets in the sky, right? So at the end of the day, like, I hate when they be like, yeah, we're going way up. No, where? We're already
But why
up.
not?
We're
That'd be fun.
We're already up here. We're already up here in the sky, though. We're already up here in the air.
Yeah, but you want to go to see what they got going on.
They're just traveling. That's all they're doing. They're just traveling.
Yeah. That's still cool, though, I think.
They're not going
to
up.
be out there.
They're not going up anywhere, down anywhere. We are
like,
the
just the thought of it there being something past the sky is a trip.
It's not past the sky, though. We are the sky, though. It's not past it, though. It's not past the sky. We are the sky.
We're in this little bubble, though.
What bubble?
We're in this bubble, bro, of the atmospheric air and all that shit.
Our vision just doesn't allow us to see that far. That's like saying, oh.
I see what you're saying. That it's not like we're in globes out there.
Yeah, you know, the atmosphere works the same way as our cities and states. You know, it's travel time, except the distance is just quite longer. Okay, it takes 3 to 4 days in car to get from here to New York. But, you know, from Mars to Venus, we're talking years. You know, that's the difference. That's the only difference. It's light years, you know. That's the only difference. We can't see from here to New York or here to Chicago, just like you can't be on Mars and think you can see that.
I see.
The only two planets that we can see with the naked eye is what? The sun and the moon.
We see Mars sometimes?
We see all the planets like that as stars when they show. But as far as just the naked eye getting to see the sun and the moon.
You count them as planets? Does that work?
What are they?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
They're not galaxies.
They're just like their own thing, no?
They're planets. They're planets. Whether they want to say it or not, it's a planet.
That's a trip.
How is everything else a planet, then we just exclude the sun and the moon?
But I don't think it's by definition a planet. I think that's what it is. I don't know. I was asking.
That's what I'm saying. Everything else is a planet, but we just exclude them, and we're all lined up in this whole. I know.
It's weird.
I know they don't teach it.
I'm trying to think of what the word is for the other two, but I can't. Maybe I'm just being dumb, but
I mean, that's why it's a planet.
I mean, the sun is a star, isn't it?
That's what they say. A
Yeah, it's
galaxy.
just
So we
gas.
can call it a galaxy.
A galaxy?
You know, it's so much stuff that goes into that. You know, the sun and the moon.
We're gonna have to look into that
Sun
sun, and
got-
we're gonna have to really get into some science.
You know,
thing.
sun. You know, the
They
sun.
just opened up a new science
The
center
sun is the
in
sun
Sac, bro.
gods. You know what the Egyptians worship? The sun gods. They
I get
worship
it.
the sun devil,
For sure. We have 120, son.
the son of God. That is the sun devil, not Jesus Christ. You know, like it, son. Like we can get into a whole different type of topic, man. Because you know, I be getting into
We're gonna
stuff.
let me look into it because I want to learn some things. I'm down. Let's learn about some planet shit.
Oh, we can
Teach the FC group because I'm down. That sounds like fun.
Yeah,
I'm sure we can hit like one of those dope ass planetariums and the SF and all that.
Hell yeah.
Once we're ready for the double date.
Hell yeah, do a whole recording.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Whole recording.
We'll walk around and do it somehow.
Because I mean,
we'll
that's
figure it
what
out.
that's what's next, anyways. FC First Class, like me and Cali, I'm about to get ready to make a purchase for me and him to just have mics connected to our phone and just start walking around, just random interviews, you know, and just like being in y'all face. We just want to be in y'all face, period. Like Cali has a lot of ideas that he may just want to get out there and just, it may be things he just want to ask people music questions about, and just things about period that he just may want to just put on the podcast, period, you know. So just be ready for us. Like we're planning to be in y'all face so much. Like I said, I'm working on my vlog videos. I know y'all like to say blog. I like to call them vlogs. So my vlog videos.
Been called them vlogs.
A lot of people be saying blogs too, man. I be like, man.
I haven't seen blog in a minute, but for sure you got that going on. I'm trying to show up in one of the episodes.
And
show you my pebbles.
Right,
A
and Cali got his little secrets and stuff that he's working on that's gonna have him in y'all
I'm
face
excited
a lot
about that.
too.
I started working on the first video. It's gonna be kind of like an intro video to what to expect. You know,
That's
I'm
what's
excited,
up.
so it's cool. We'll get to that project too.
And that's what I'm saying. And y'all got the, you know, y'all missed one of the sneak peeks that was gonna be revealed in the next video.
Yeah,
But we had turbulence in the sky and everything,
Oof,
so it'd
that'd
be
have been
deal.
so good.
Like I said, Cali's
But it's
working.
coming.
Cali's working. Like I said, he's working and he's ready to give y'all a whole different part of FC First Class that y'all ready for. That y'all just haven't seen it yet, but we know y'all ready for it. You know, so it's coming.
Hopefully,
you know?
just in time for the new year, the
It's
first
coming.
year.
It's coming. It's coming because
December 5th, baby.
what he had with these angles was pretty nice, which y'all were gonna get.
And it was
you
gonna
know?
go straight to IG. It was gonna look
And
pretty.
you know, it's good. Like it's coming. Like I said, we're gonna be in y'all face so much due time, and it's just gonna be like y'all gonna be tired of us, but y'all not, because we're gonna create a whole lane to where y'all finally figure out, okay, this is what we like when they do this, and y'all we have fans for that. But we like when they do the podcast. We have our podcast fans. We have our vlogging fans. We have, you know, I can't say what he's doing. He have his fans for that. You know, the FC fans that want to see him do what he's doing. Like we're planning things to just be in y'all face and just to always to be able to relate with y'all and just to show y'all how genuine we are all the time. Like, again, none of this is scripted. We're just us, two dudes who pick up this mic and just go in.
Hell yeah.
We just go in. Like, whether y'all think it's boring at times, whether y'all think it's fun at times, we go in. This is our platform and we do what we want. But also we try to be respectful and mindful about what to give y'all too, because y'all help us get out there as well.
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
we try hitting different types of topics on different times. Like this time, we didn't talk about sports very much. Talked about dating,
relationship.
talk about like, you know,
dating.
people we want to be with and shit like that. You know, we try to change it up every time. We have an episode that's all about stocks because we interviewed a guy that does, you know, that kind of thing, the
Right.
foreign exchange shit.
And he still has a feature on here that we're going to get on here. Like, we have so much in store for y'all.
Yeah,
Like,
we
y'all
still have that whole side of the podcast where we talk to people and get them. We got to check in with Red pretty soon.
Right.
Red's been doing it. Red's been doing shows. I mean, if
doing the
you're a
damn
fan of
thing.
this show and you know the history, you know that Red the Truth was with us, and you know, I mean, we still got D Sticker getting back, and
the return of D Sticker. Like,
Rubes, we're gonna have to check in with him sometime. So yeah, look forward to what we got going next. We love this
Right.
shit.
The whole point of us is just progressing with y'all, and hopefully y'all help us progress. And now that we're in that, I'm going to just need a little quick 10 to 15 seconds for y'all to, when this drops on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment because that helps with the algorithm. That helps gets our videos out there. When you click onto your YouTube, it helps us pop up into other people's things and feeds and all of that. So like and share us, please. Like, we're trying to get out there and just give this positive energy to everybody, like this realness. Eventually, who knows? Like, one of y'all who may have shared it may be on here. We have giveaways that will be coming soon. Like we're thinking about things. Like, trust me. Like, I'm thinking about stuff like real fans. Like, okay, can y'all remember from such and such episode on this time stamp what was said? Y'all get this prize. Like we're gonna really test stuff. Like, see who's really watching. Like, not saying that you're fake fans or anything like that, but like really see who's really supporting us. Cause like we love getting on these mics, giving this to y'all, taking a few hours out of our day and just giving this to y'all where we can be doing anything else, but we want to do this and be here with y'all and just talking. Just
that random conversations.
Right.
Things that you guys can relate to and watch us have a good time because it's always a good time chilling.
And the coolest thing is when y'all leave a comment and like it because that helps us engage with y'all. Okay, this person was thinking about this. Okay, maybe we helped them out through this day, brighten them up, And that's all we want to do is just make people happy. And most of all, we like being happy. This is a platform where we get stuff off our chest, like that little situation that Cali brought up about Philadelphia and women. That was something that was just burning my bridges, like about the men, like, and I have a platform to talk about it. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand why men hit women. I don't care what goes on or anything. Like, I don't understand it. Like, move her, push her out the way or something. Like, but that full on, I'ma just hit a woman in their face. That's cowardly. That's cowardly. If she ain't no UFC fighter, boxer, and you just a normal street dude,
better not put hands on.
Don't do
even
that.
Then.
Don't do that.
Even then, it's not.
Even then, it ain't cool because you really gonna get the paws put on you on camera, and then they gonna be like, "Well, what happened?" So just rethink certain things, man. Jail is not the way to go, because that's what normally happens. Y'all can beat the woman up, or y'all gonna go to jail for it. So it's not worth it in the end. Or you take her life, what happens? Then you still have to deal with it. That's someone's sister you just killed. They don't like those type of people in jail. Oh, yeah, man.
That's when you know when it was burning, when you had to bring it up again.
Right.
Like, hey, before we leave, make sure this is understood. Because, for real, those are the kind of things that we have a platform to bring up on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, once it gets to a certain level, which, hopefully one day it does, it will. These are the kind of things that we'll have to bring up and bring more attention to,
Right.
It'll be like a responsibility, to start thinking about those kind of conversations, We could talk about, like, men and their mental health and, like, how they should be getting more, like, therapy and everything and looking for help. Because, as a man, when you go through situations, sometimes it's hard to go through.
And that's something that men don't talk about. Yeah. And that's going to be one.
That's when we can talk about.
Y'all going to hear that on some episodes. Like, we're going to have some real detailed episodes for y'all. Like,
but we're also going to have fun.
We like having fun. Like I say, this is not scripted. So,
this was a super Itis episode. You see us, we're chilling, right? I'm in my sweatshirt and my beanie. He's here chilling.
And we always, it may sound next time like we'll be hyped. All over the place. It's because it's like not scripted. Last episode. It's because it's not scripted. We're over the place because it's not scripted. We're just two best friends, brothers that's just having fun, giving y'all great content. Mm-hmm. That's all it is.
Chilling. But we're gonna make it look prettier and everything, and just get more interactive. And I can't wait.
Right, and y'all gonna get a lot more serious things, like kind of like how tonight was. Like, this one was more of a serious night, which was pretty dope. Y'all got to see a different style of us, like,
and it was a whole different episode the one before.
Whole different episode. Y'all don't even understand. The whole different episode the one before this. The one that happened at 6:00 before everything went wrong. whole complete different episode.
Yeah. But hey, it was still good. It's
and-
still cool.
And that's the dopest thing about podcasts. And we
Hell
just,
yeah.
it was a whole different switch
just
that
like, all right,
just
fuck it.
went on and off like that.
Let's just go another hour and see what we say then. And here we are, an hour 28, bro.
Right.
We're
While
there.
watching basketball highlights. And y'all don't even understand. If y'all think we playing, we really out here watching highlights.
That's just
too.
been on while
the
we're
whole
chilling.
time. Just chilling.
Actually, it's the game 5 of the finals with Warriors and Cavs.
Right. We
Back
just,
when KD was with them and everything too.
just been here chilling.
Watching.
Tristan Thompson out there. J.R. Smith.
But yeah, man. Hey, FC First Class Podcast, thank you again for being here with us. Hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. We'll be putting out these episodes, and hopefully we'll link again. For sure, we will link again before
we're definitely
Christmas.
linking again.
And then Christmas time, we'll link up, and the New Year and all that. So we got stuff coming up. It's exciting. We're back in it. Like I think
Hopefully-
we've proven that we're back in the swing of things. So
I have to check the calendar day, but hopefully we can actually give y'all an episode on December 5th, the actual year anniversary of when the podcast started. If not, we going to figure out this Zoom thing so we could do it on air.
Yeah, for sure. Let's make that our homework so we can make this shit happen right here.
But again, man.
Because that got me too excited today, almost getting that close.
Right, yeah, you was close.
So now I'm like, okay, let's figure this out. Take another week to figure this out, and then we got it. So
We got
hopefully
some-
the next time you see us,
right.
shit is dope.
And we
Shit
got
is
bloopity
dope.
bloopers for y'all, too.
Oh yeah, we did get a couple of those
We
recorded.
got a couple of those.
Testing the cameras and all that shit. But yeah.
But yeah, man, hello again, Twitch world, and bye
Yeah.
again, Twitch world, and we will see y'all again, Twitch world. I'm your boy, BFlight.
And now I'm Cali Yellum, and this is the FC First Class Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
And if y'all don't know what FC stands for, that's Flight and Cali. FC First Class.
Yeah.
Yes.
It can mean anything.
It can mean anything.
Flight crew.
Whatever y'all want.
First class.
Just know that
Um,
FC is there.
Fresh and clean.
So fresh and so clean.
Forward and continuous.
Right.
Right?
Right.
It can mean anything, baby.
Right,
That's
it can
FC.
mean anything. Y'all
But
like
it
how
does
we
mean
ended
Flight
this
and
episode.
Cali,
This
though.
is how we end this episode for y'all. We just gonna keep ending it with the FCs, just keep
Man.
doing it, That's just how it is. All right.
Friends Club.
Friends Club. Right. We love y'all, man. And we out.
Deuces.